vinyl friends and vinyl community. It's Brian from Brian's Vinyl Records, and today I'm going to do a review of an album that I received from a record label, Sofa King Vinyl. And the album is West Coast Dreams by the Motion Epic. So Sofa King Vinyl, what a great record label name, isn't it? Sofa King Vinyl. Say it fast, you'll get it. It's awesome. Or just listen to me say it throughout this video. But I love the name. Just awesome. So they reached out and asked if I would be interested in taking a listen to their latest release, this album, West Coast Dreams by the Motion Epic, and maybe reviewing it for my blog. Well, I don't have a blog anymore, so I let them know that I'm no longer doing a blog, but I do have a YouTube channel. I do have a highly followed Facebook page and a highly followed Instagram page that I would be happy to post a review on the album. So of course, this is my review, mine only. They did not pay me for this, and they didn't ask that I give it a positive review. Just give it a review. So I've worked with Sofa King Vinyl in the past. I have two of their albums in my collection. The first one being Glass Apple Bonsai, Night Maze, and the second being Opus Science, was it Collective, and this is Girls on Bikes. So I have looked at these two in the past, and these are what I reviewed on my blog when I had a blog, and so that is my relationship with them. So now they've sent me a new one to give a listen to, and that is this one. Before I get into the album itself, I do want to talk a little bit about Sofa King Vinyl. They are a quality vinyl pressing. They focus a lot on electronic music, so you get things like vaporwave, new disco, synth pop, and synthwave type music in their catalogs. So what I think is really cool is those types of music, especially these days, are thought of as digital music. That's the kind of music you're going to hear at nightclubs. That's the kind of music that you're going to hear on your streaming services. Nobody really thinks about the fact that you can get those on vinyl and make them sound amazing. That's what these guys do. They take these electronic musics, these raver music type styles, and they master them for analog purposes, for vinyl, and they do a darn good job of it. They are a great mastering company, a great record label, and the pressings are always really good. So what I also love about them is they put a lot of care into the presentation and packaging of the albums. So let's look at this. This is a heavy-duty cover, not flimsy, really nice matte finish, just beautiful matte finish. And on top of that, they take the extra precautions to give you not just a real cheap paper sleeve or plastic sleeve. They give you a actual nice poly-lined sleeve to put your vinyl in. I love that about this company because it shows that they care about the product that is inside here. They don't want it to come to you scratched and scuffed and all that. They want it to come to you nice, beautiful, clean, and so that you can enjoy it right away. Also, check out this. This is just amazing. I love the vinyl. Look at that. Just absolutely beautifully done. Gorgeous vinyl. Flat. It's beautiful. It plays very well. And so an excellent job. And one of the main things that I will always recommend or commend Sofa King on is that they put care into the packaging and they make it a real good, solid experience for the end person to get an album from them. So just awesome. Now you can check out Sofa King Vinyl on their website, sofakingvinyl.com. Sofa King Vinyl, just like it sounds, Sofa King Vinyl. So go to that.com. I shouldn't say like it sounds, I should say as it's spelled here. You can go to their website. It'll take you, I believe, to their Bandcamp page, which will then show you all the different releases that they offer. They do digital stuff, they do vinyl stuff, they do CDs. It's all there, but you can check out a lot of their catalog there and see what you like from them, and you can purchase those albums directly from them on the Bandcamp page. They do, I believe, have some of their albums also on Amazon.com as well. So do please take a moment to check them out. I think especially if you're into that kind of music, that electronic music, the vaporwave, the synthwave, the new disco, new wave, all that kind of stuff, synth pop, That's their niche, and they do it very well. So check them out. Now, let's talk about this album. This is West Coast Dreams by The Motion Epic. So The Motion Epic is the brainchild of one Pat DeMeo, and I apologize to Pat if I said his last name incorrectly, but he put this together in, I believe it was 2018, maybe 2017, that he put this together as kind of an experiment. He wanted to kind of give the feel of going back in time, and that time would be the 1980s. And I would say, based on what I'm hearing here, he succeeds in that. This album, when I first put it on, the first song, Rumors, starts off, and instantly I have a smile on my face. It reminded me of my childhood. I grew up in the 80s. I grew up with the music that comes from things like Peter Gabriel, Genesis, Sting, the Police, all that kind of stuff. Getting even into the movie soundtracks of the days. You just think about the movie soundtracks from the 80s and that synth pop wave that came over everything on the radio. That's what I was transported to, and that's what I really enjoyed about this experience of this album. And that's what it is. It's an experience. This album brings you right back into those 1980s. So if you're a big fan of that sound, that new wave sound, that synth pop sound that permeated music in the 80s, especially the early and mid 80s, this is gonna just be awesome for you to listen to. I highly recommend that. So what about this album? Just outstanding music, outstanding songs, great lyrics, just really everything about this, the production, the quality, the instrumentation is just really well done. Now, this is not something that I would have sought out on my own, to be honest with you, because this is not my main genre of music that I listen to. But I really, really enjoy this, and I will look forward to getting anything that this gentleman puts out in the future as well, because that's how much I really enjoyed this album. What I also enjoyed about this, he does a cover song of a Michael Jackson song, Human Nature. I thought that was a bold step. Human Nature is not one of the songs people think of when they think of Michael Jackson songs. It's not on the top of their list. It is a popular song, I think, with Michael Jackson fans, and it's a great tune. But not many people are sitting there around thinking I should cover a Michael Jackson song, and Human Nature pops in their head. What I love about it is it's perfect for what he's doing here on this album. He's going for that new wave synth pop. I should stop saying new wave. A synth pop sound, and Human Nature is perfect for that. The keyboards, the synthesizers, everything in there really screams that type of music, and he does a great cover of it that is true to Michael Jackson's original, while he still makes it a little bit of his own, and I appreciate that in an artist. I'm not a big fan of artists who decide to totally, completely change a song. 9 times out of 10, it sounds terrible. There are exceptions to that rule. There are sometimes when it works. I'll give you an example. Billie Jean by Chris Cornell absolutely transforms that song, and it sounds amazing. But those are few and far between. So I like when artists stick as close to the original tune as they can, while adding something to make it distinct to them. And so I think he does a good job on that here. Forever Young, really, really enjoyed that song on here. True Romantics was good. And what I really want to talk about is the song Travelers. It's the closing song on the proper album, and I really like it because it uses John F. Kennedy's space speech, in which he gave to announce the space program, that the goal was to get to the moon. I guess it wasn't announcing the space program, but the goal of the space program to get to the moon. I think it's a cool little time capsule piece to add into this here. And what I do like is it's a good end to the album. Now, cool part is that's not the end of the vinyl. The vinyl gets 2 bonus tracks. That's something you don't typically see on a vinyl record, is 2 bonus tracks, but you do get 2 bonus tracks, Cool Kids, and this one is Strange Love. Of the 2, I really like Strange Love best. Cool Kids is fine, but I think that what they did with the song, it doesn't translate as well to vinyl. It has a very distorted, scratchy effect put onto it, And so when I first heard it, I thought the record was bad. But then when I went and checked out the song online, I found that that was actually how they produced the song. So to me, I don't know that this was the best choice to put on a vinyl record, because it does make you think that something's wrong with your needle or your turntable. But overall, a good, fun little thing to add to bonus tracks to the album. So I do want to say I recommend checking this out. So if you're going to go to sofakingvinyl.com, go to their Bandcamp page and give this a little preview, because I think if you're into that synth wave type sound, that 80s sound, you're going to actually love this album. So yeah, highly recommended. Just great stuff. So Sofa King Vinyl, I think so far I have 3 of their releases. I have been meaning to buy Boys on Boards by Opus Science Collective. That one I just have to pull the trigger on and get that in my hands. That's a instrumental group that does really good synthwave and vaporwave type stuff. Really fun. Highly recommend checking those guys out as well. So yes, I give 2 thumbs up to West Coast Dreams by themotionepic, and especially to Sofa King Vinyl for just an absolutely beautiful pressing, great sounding pressing, gorgeous vinyl, and another home run for them. Check them out, sofakingvinyl.com, and do please check out themotionepic West Coast Dreams. I think you're going to love it. So that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you went to their site and checked out the album, please let me know what you think. I would love to hear from you in the comments below. If you are new, hit that subscribe button. Love to have you along for the ride. Thank you so much to Sofa King Vinyl for sending me that album. I enjoyed it. I will definitely be spinning that more often in my collection. Thanks again, and thanks for watching. Until next time, keep spinning, vinyl friends.